Chiquita, yeah, you be shipping. We got.
I'm a selfish man. That's just the way it is. Want what isn't mine.
I'm here, I'm locked in, loaded like that. That's the way gang running motorbikes. Gotta make this life go paradise. So let's go paranormal like paradise. But my motor right, and my motor right. So I roll the dice. So I seize the day. Blow it up, blow it up.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop, Trey Turner. First pitch, 7:05.
Touchdown. No, that's down. Ah!
Batting third, the right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Ball. Hard, shoot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. Full count. He has lead. One zero. Ball two. Ball, no. Ball.
Funk up the place, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the place. We just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball. Yep. He's safe.
That is it. The catcher, JT Realmuto.
It's JT Realmuto. And we are back on live broadcast. Our microphone was off on a live version. Now we are back. Those of us who can hear us live, we are live. We had a little technical difficulties. And we are back. And if you just join us here in the second inning, no score. A side struck out the side in the top of the first. Realmuto takes low. 3 balls and no strikes.
I can hear you clear as a bell.
First walk allowed.
The second baseman.
By his side, it puts 2 on. Nobody out for Bryson Stott.
No.
And Stott takes low.
1-0.
And we are back. Bryson Stott hits this one. Oh, what a play by the shortstop. Got the out at second, but not get Stott. So it's 1 down for Alec Bohm. That ball is hammered into center field. And Cody Bellinger makes the catch. Tagging up and trying to score. Here's a throw. And Schwarber scores. The Phillies have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. We apologize for having audio issues here. When we first started the game, couldn't really hear my voice. Now we got the audio back up and running, and we are good to go. Here's Jose Zarias, a wild pitch. And Stott moves up to second base on a wild pitch. They're going to score the pass ball. Series first at bat of the season.
That's up.
That's up in there. 2 balls and no strikes. And Siri will hit that one in the center field for a base hit. Here comes Stott. He will score an RBI single for Jose Siri. And the Phillies jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second.
Edmundo Sosa.
The Phillies backs coming to life here in the second inning. They failed to do so in last game a couple of days ago. Here's Edmundo Sosa, who takes a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Only hit 247 last year, only hit 2 home runs, didn't play a whole lot. Now he's going to get a whole lot of playing time ahead of Christian Pache. 1 ball and no strikes, acquired from the Cardinals in 2022.
He's safe.
Siri gets back first.
Hurry.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, he crushes that one deep to left field. Forget about that one. Edmundo Sosa, a 2-run homer. And the Phillies jump out to a 4-0 lead here in the second inning. So the bats are coming alive here in the second. Oh, this happening with 2 outs. Sosa got the crack of the bat right there, and he just hammered that one. No doubt about it. Here's Trey Turner.
Ha!
Turner takes a strike, no balls and
No
1
ball.
strike.
1 strike.
Turner struck out back in the first. Fouled off, 0-2. Struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for a side. The inning comes to a close. The Phillies with 4. 2 on a 2-run homer by Edmundo Sosa. So to the bottom of the second, 4-0 Phillies.
Leading off for the
We're back. Christopher Morel will lead off here in the bottom of the second. Aaron Nola with a scoreless first, looking for a scoreless second. He takes a strike on the inside corner. Last time, he went 3 for 4 with a home run, knocked in 3 runs. Was 3/4 of the Cubs offense
0-2.
on the game on Thursday. Got him. Second strikeout for Nola, and they'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. Strike to Suzuki. He said last broadcast, the Cubs have a lot of 20-plus home run hitters. 1 ball and 1 strike. So they couldn't swing the bat. It's a fly ball in the shallow right center field. And that one is put away by Siri. I said Christian Pache early on. That is Siri playing in center field right now. Here's Ryan Noda.
No, that's the ball.
Outside, 1 ball and no
1
strikes.
ball, no strike.
Noda in the right field. Jordan just backs up a little, puts it away, and the Cubs are finished here in the second. On to the third. Harper, Jordan, Schwarber for the Phillies.
Leading off for the Phillies, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
There's Bryce Harper as we're here in the third inning. Phillies up 4-0.
Ball.
Harper takes the ball.
1-0.
Harper, a 13-year career, started off with the Nationals, won the Rookie of the Year back in 2012.
Ball 2.
2 balls and 1 strike.
2-1.
Ground ball. The first baseman, Moda, takes it himself for the out.
Brandon.
And is one down to bring up Brandon Jordan. Jordan struck out his first time up. Those
Ball.
top of the lineup, middle guys, hitters, they get the bats going. It's only the second game, so no need to panic right now. Other fouls, Jordan was late on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Popped up, playable. Elias Diaz puts it away as out number 2.
Now that left field, Kyle Schwarber.
They'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. Reached on the error back in the second inning. All part of that 4-run second inning.
Ball.
1 ball and no strikes.
1 ball. No strike.
Schwarber went 0 for 4 on Thursday, struck out 3 times.
Ball.
2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls. No strike. High.
2-1 to count.
2 balls. 1 strike. Ball 3.
3-1.
3-1.
JT waits on deck. Right down the middle, a sinker.
Full count.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-run.
And Schwarber goes down, and so do the Phillies. On to the bottom of the third. Phillies up 4-0. Phillies baseball sponsored by Sony. Also sponsored by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery benefits older Pennsylvania. Must be 18 years or older to play. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And here's Nancy B. Swanson, the leadoff hit in the bottom of the third. Batting at .333.
Two
2 balls and 1 strike. In left field, Schwarber going back, and he will make the catch for out number 1. They'll bring up Elias Diaz. First at bat of the season, hit 12 homers last season. He batted .279. Fly ball on the right center, and Siri puts it away. 2 quick outs. Spinola. And they'll bring up Trace Thompson. Cubs are rounding out the order. One strike to Thompson.
No ball. One strike.
Went 1 for 3 on Thursday, and he hits that one foul.
1-2.
1-2. Nola trying to mow the Cubs down in order for the third consecutive inning. Went through the lineup just once. High ball. Left center. Schwarber. And the inning is over. And so is the Cubs. On to the fourth. Phillies up 4-0.
Leading off for the Phillies, the catcher,
JT Realmuto will be the batter. Muto walked his first time up. Fouls it off. Muto, a 3-time All-Star.
Ball 1.
1-1 to count. Right near the Phillies dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Two.
2-2. After this series, Phillies will have their home opener against the Milwaukee Brewers
Full count.
on Monday. No fouls off the cutter, still a full count. Ground ball over to Swanson and fires over the first for the out. 1 down there in the fourth. And that'll bring up Bryson Stott. Stott grounded out and scored a run. Foul that off.
Ball.
1-1 to count.
1-1. Hee-haw.
1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strikes out. It's a 6th strikeout for a side. Give it up 4 runs. They'll bring up Alec Bohm. Bohm with a sacrifice back in the 2nd inning. He takes a strike down the inside corner. Bohm homered on Thursday.
Ball down.
Phillies had 7 hits on Thursday, but they couldn't get the hits late in the game. They went down 1, 2, 3 in the last couple of innings. Bohm is behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Ball
2-2 to count.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
And that's the 7th strikeout for a side, and the Phillies are down here in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies up 4-0.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman.
Here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil leads off in the bottom of the fourth. Nolas went through the order 1, 2, 3 in the first 3 innings. That one is fouled quickly ahead, Nola. No balls and 2 strikes. Another foul.
One, two.
Ball and 2 strikes. Little nubbler. Tough play for Turner. Gets McNeil. 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth.
The left fielder, number 8.
And here's Ian Happ. Happ takes a strike. Happ, a first-round pick in 2015 by the Cubs.
Ball inside.
Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
No, that's a
2
ball.
and 1.
Ball 3.
3 balls and 1 strike. Cody Bellinger waiting on deck.
2.
Full count.
Full count. Ball 4.
And that's ball 4.
The center fielder, number
With the
24.
first walk of the game by Nola.
Bellinger.
And there's Cody Bellinger.
Ball 1.
Low for ball.
Ahoy.
1 and 1 to
1
count.
ball, 1 strike.
Nola is just throwing great here in the early going, except for that 1 walk. He's throwing 41 pitches.
Ball 2.
Not allowing the Cubs to get any wood on the ball.
Ball.
Full count.
Full count.
Morel waits on deck. And another foul down the first base side. Good night at Wrigley Field. Perfect night for baseball. That is hit in the left field, and that's going to go fair. Picked up by Schwarber. Rounding third is Hack. He'll score. It is a 4-1 game here in the bottom of the fourth. An RBI double for Cody Bellinger. He just hit that one off the end of the bat over Trey Turner and allow Hack to score all the way from first. Here's Christopher Morel.
Ball.
Low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Morel struck out back in the second inning. Bellinger at second, 1 out.
Yep.
1 and 1.
Two.
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up behind first base, and Bryce Harper put it away.
Now batting.
Well, he's going to be disappointed in himself. Wanted to move that runner. Now he's out. There's Seiya Suzuki, who flied out back in the second. Out off, 0-1.
Ball 1.
Ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
4th inning. Phillies up 4-1 here in the 4th. Ground ball foul.
Ball, no.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Nolan not happy with that pitch.
Yes.
Struck him out, and that'll retire the side. Cubs get a run in the 4th, but they leave one. John Swami, Chris Singleton in the 5th. 4-1 Phillies.
Well, love the day games here on the.
Until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100. Yeah, I got some in them.
And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jose Siri. Assad back to work.
Ball,
Just
no.
missed. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Caleb Killian, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Miller also getting ready. The 1-0. Foul ball. Swings and misses. Gonna count 1-2.
1-2.
And another ball.
2-2.
That one hammered center field. Bellinger going back. On the rolling track. And holds it in.
Thought that was a no doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So now the DH spot, Edmundo Sosa. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wouldn't chase that time. That one misses. And now 3-0. Righty delivers. There's a strike. And the count is 3-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out. So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
That's out.
just missed. The next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Ball 3.
And another ball. Bryce Harper waiting for a turn at the plate. So
Too high.
Turner
Go to first.
reaches base. And this is a guy with good speed.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Javier Assad departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. A new arm into the game, the righty, Caleb Killian.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And at first, so digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. Foul ball there. Turner off of first with 2 away. Turner runs. Pitch is low. Throw to second, and he's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
2 outs. That one ripped, but foul. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball.
And that one missing low. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 1.
And you can try, but you never really tank for me, because I'm a soul and it ain't really no break in me.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago. Ryan Noda. Here comes the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Outside.
1 ball.
And that's ball 1.
Down
and
low.
downstairs. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Got it by him for the K. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
High fly ball out towards left field. Schwarber ranging back. Get out of town. His first homer of the year, and they inch closer. It's 4-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. tough for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there.
Base is empty, one away. Elias Diaz, the next Cub to hit. And strike one to the catcher.
No ball. One strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes. No.
This is just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Way inside. Chase that time. The Phillies leading by 2 here in the second game of the series. And he wants
That's the ball. Take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Thompson batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. No, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. On the line, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. I think it was great about the approach. His head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Close, but call the ball. 1-0.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Two balls, no strikes to count. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 on, 1 out. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Right-hander kick steals. This one popped up. The run scores from third. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 down. Ian Happ now at the plate. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Here comes 0-1. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Fires to the plate. But it's offline. and second, one out. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger, 1 for 2.
No, that's
First
the ball.
pitch just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Right through there for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Taijuan Walker getting loose out there. Baraki also throwing. And a count 1-2. Tied at 4. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me. Look at me. He's swerving.
Back here at the friendly confines. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the right fielder, Brandon Jordan. The pitch. Just off the inside edge.
You know, these Phils putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
That's a strike, and it's 1-1.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Right-handed reliever. That one just missing inside, and the count is 2-2. It's a strikeout.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout in the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First offering, and it just misses. That's a little bit low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2 down, nobody on.
Outside.
Bryson Stock to bat next. On the outside corner, and the count is 3-1. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Full count.
And that's too high, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
No, the two-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter.
Real Muto runs. Pitching for a strike. For a second. Right there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Bottom of the sixth. Down the third baseman, Christopher Morel. The pitch. Chopped out in front of the plate. Gathers and throws to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Right through there for a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Kane and Middleton getting ready to go. Soto getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth.
Ball
Just
outside.
missed. Next offering in there for a strike. Yeah, the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty.
Ball
Outside low, and that's ball
2
two.
balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting, first baseman.
And next for the Cubs, Ryan Noda.
No.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes his way towards it. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And that's the third out. Through 6, all square. 4.
And people have shown me.
Leading off for Philadelphia. The second
7th inning, all squared at 4. Bryson Stott leads off the 7th. He's 0 for 2.
Ball 1.
Ball with no strikes.
1-0.
Caleb Callan ended the game. And 24 pitches so
2-0.
far. Phillies had a 4-0 lead. The Cubs are throwing back to tie it at 4. He's trying to get some breathing room, get a runner on base, and get the lead back. Right to Morel for the out.
The third baseman.
Here's Alec Bohm. All balls and 1 strike.
0-1. Ball.
1-1.
Ball 2.
1-2. Out off.
Ball.
2 outs here in the 7th. Bring up Jose Siri. Siri is 1 for 2 tonight.
Hurry.
Takes a strike. Knocked in a run and scored the run. Hit foul, coming hard and making the catch of Suzuki. And to retire the Phillies here in the 7th. Stretch time, we go to the bottom of the 7th. All tied at 4.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
Kenyon Middleton. In the game, he pitched an inning on Thursday. Did not give up a run, did not give up a hit at all. He'll face Dansby Swanson, who homered back in the 5th. 1 for 2 tonight. One strike to Swanson.
No, that's the ball.
1-1 to count. Back up the middle and a base hit. Swanson, a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 7th. Bring up Elias Diaz. Right back up the middle. Scott with no chance. Diaz 0 for 1 tonight. That one is fouled. Diaz has walked and scored a run as well. Balls and 2 strikes.
No ball. 2 strikes. Ball.
1 and 2. Struck him out. 1 down there in the bottom of the 7th. Bring up Trace Thompson. Thompson 1 for 2, singled and scored the run. Strike to Thompson.
Ball 1.
And a 1 to count. That's a fair ball. Swanson will end up at 3rd. And the Cubs have runners at 1st and 3rd.
Now back, second base.
1 out. Bring up Jeff McNeil. Ball played off the line. Thompson hit it down that line just there. Swanson and Diaz on. Here's Jeff McNeil. One strike to McNeil. McNeil singled and it's knocked in a run. Two.
0-2.
He's going to make it 7-4. Got him right on the inside corner, a little up and in. McNeil didn't like the call. 2 down. Looked like it was outside, but we'll take it. And here's Ian Happ.
Ball.
Happ takes the ball.
One ball,
and 2
no strikes.
1 ball and no strikes. Middleton trying to get out of a jam here in the bottom of the 7th. A 4-4 game. One ball and 1 strike. Just nubbed foul. 1 ball with 2 strikes. Back through the middle, a base hit. Swanson comes in to score. Ian Happ, an RBI single. Diaz moves to second. Thompson, moves to second. And the Cubs did 5-4 in the 7th. And this is a good piece of hitting by Ian Happ. Right up the middle. Cubs have battled all the way back, being down 4-0. They have a 5-4 lead. The Cubs scored 5 unanswered runs. And here's Cody Bellinger.
Yep.
1 strike to
No
Bellinger.
ball. 1 strike.
Bellinger doubled and knocked in a run. Well, right now, if you're the Phillies, you just got to crawl back in it. You got 2 innings to go. You got the talent. Just have to crawl back and get some runs on. Bellinger in the hole, 0-2. Fouled off. Thompson at second, Happ at first, 2 outs. That one is in the left field. Schwarber making the catch. And that'll retire the side, but the Cubs have the lead. Ian Happ, an RBI single as we go to the 8th. Phillies trying to even it back up. Oh, heck in there as the former Philly entered the game in 51 appearances last year. A 2.39 ERA. 35 holds. He was 0-1. Right now, and Muno Sosa, the 9th hitter. This is what he did back in the 2nd. Good pitch by Sosa. He drilled it to left center. Gave the Phils a 4-0 lead, but the Cubs have erased that. They're taking a 5-4 lead going into the 8th. And Sosa fouls it on the Phillies dugout. Phillies will have a day game tomorrow against these Cubs before heading to Citizens Bank Park for their home opening series against the Milwaukee Brewers.
Ball.
Right now has some work to do. 2 more innings to go to get something going.
Ball.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2.
Good catch by Cub fan. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good job by Sosa making Hector throw some pitches here. just want to get someone on base. Second out. Down in the 8th. No, turn the lineup over. Trey Turner will be the batter. Turner is 0 for 2 here tonight. He fouls it off.
Ball 1.
Ball and 1 strike. Well, the top of the lineup's got to do something. They have just not been able to do anything in these first 2 games. As of right now, those big guys have to step up, and they just haven't done it. The other guys have, but you need stuff from your star players. Turner is even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And once these guys get going, Phillies going to be quite all right. But you got to get those stars going. There's Harper. He's on deck. Turner fouls it off. There was a splitter. Turner is out on strikes. This is a good pitch by Hector Neris. Turner cannot catch up to it. Bryce Harper will be the batter. Jordan and Schwarber to follow. 0-1 to Harper.
0-1.
Two.
0-2.
Harper is out. He strikes out. Phillies go down in order. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Cubs up 5-4. Tyler Duffy, the Phillies pitcher, as Hector Neris struck out the side on the top of the 8th. Christopher Morel will lead off here. He's 0 for 3. Cubs trying to add a little insurance here. And Morel fouls it off. Ball and 1 strike. 31,066 in attendance for this one here. Morel is down on the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Big 4-run 5th inning, or 3-run 5th inning. Really was the turning point of this one. The Phillies got up 4-0 in the second, and their bats have been quiet. As Morel strikes out, 1 down there in the bottom of the 8th.
Now back, right fielder.
Yeah, you can say 4 runs on a good day with good pitching usually win games with Aaron Nola on the mound. But the Cubs got to Nola in the 5th inning. The Phillies have not been able to get the big power hitters going. Schwarber, Jordan, Harper. Yet to get it going so far in this one. Ball and 1 strike. One and 2.
Ball.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out. Second strikeout for Duffy.
Now back, first
It'll
base.
bring up Ryan Noda.
Noda.
Ground ball over to Scott. And the Cubs are retired there in the 8th. They go in order. On to the 9th. Last chance for the Phillies to even it up. Cubs up 5-4. Well, on to the 9th inning. Adbert Alzolay coming into the game. It'll be a second save attempt here. He'll try to close it out. He'll face Jordan, Schwarber, and Realmuto, the heart of the order here on the top of the 9th. Phillies trail 5-4. One strike to Jordan.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls and 2 strikes. Jordan was late. I mean, right now, he's just late on pitches. It just seems that a lot of the Phillies hitters, they're just swinging late. Jordan's still alive at 0-2. Another foul. One down in the 9th. It'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. So right now they're just late swinging that pitch. This one, it's not a good swing by Jordan. Schwarber 0 for 3. The combined hitters is staring at a barrel of 0 for 11. Excuse me, 0 for 12 between these three. Harper, Jordan, and Schwarber. Or Schwarber behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And Schwarber hits a base hit in the right field. And Schwarber going to take a turn. He's going to stop at first, so the Phillies have life. Schwarber not a blazing runner, so he'll stay at first. And they'll bring up JT Realmuto with 1 out. Here's Realmuto. He's 0 for 1. Strike one of Remuto.
No ball. One
He's
strike.
walked twice. Don't want to ground into a double play.
Got the ball.
Ball and one strike. That's another hit in the left field, and Schwarber stops at second. Phillies have some life, 2 on and 1 out. And Bryson Stott, the batter. Schwarber is in scoring position with 1 out. Here's Bryson Stott. He is 0 for 3.
1-0.
It's low, no balls and 1 ball and no strikes. Foul. Another foul. First base side, 1 and 2. With his hit on the ground, Mota will just tag the bag at first. Runners move up to second and third. Schwarber at third. JT at second is Alec Bohm. Last chance for the Phillies here. Runners in scoring position and 2 outs.
No.
1 ball and no strikes. Jose Siri, the next batter. See if Bohm can reach base with a base hit. One and 1. In the right field, will it drop? It does drop. Schwarber will score. Here comes another run. Realmuto scores a 2-run single for Alec Bohm, and the Phillies lead at 6-5 here in the 9th. A big 2-out hit for Alec Bohm as Schwarber and Realmuto cross the plate. That was a big blow the Phillies needed, and they got it. And Mark Leiter Jr. will come into the game for the Cubs. His second game, it's going to be his second game this season. No ERA. Here's Jose Siri. Let's see if the Phillies can get some insurance here in the 9th.
Yep.
That is a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
T-Rod.
0-2.
0-2.
One ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out, now to retire the side, but the Phillies, thanks to Alec Bohm, a 2-run single. And the Phillies have a 6-5 lead going into the bottom of the 9th. Tanner Scott will come in. 60 games last year, 1-2. A 2.62 ERA. And now he'll face Dansby Swanson, the 7th hitter for the Cubs. Swanson has homered 2 for 3 tonight. And he hits this one foul. Right quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
No.
1-2. Scott a left-hander. Struck him out. That's 1 down there in the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
Bring up Elias Diaz. Diaz and Trace Thompson, and then Jeff McNeil if the lead gets to him. Phillies hoping it doesn't get to McNeil. Diaz takes a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Diaz walked and has scored a run. Fouled off, 1-1. In the right field, it's a base hit. Diaz on 1 out base runner here in the bottom of the 9th. And here's Trace Thompson. So the Cubs are going to fight back. Okay, Mateo will be the pinch hitter. That's his regular season numbers. Out of the glove, 1 no balls and 1 strike.
Ball, no.
1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Back through the middle, another hit. Diaz the second. The Cubs have runners at first and second. 1 out. And they turn the lineup over to Jeff McNeil. Well, this pitch was right down the heart of the plate. And Mateo saw it and slugged it. He saw red and he took it. And here is Jeff McNeil, who's 1 for 4 tonight. 1 strike to McNeil.
No ball, 1 strike.
McNeil 1 for 4, singled. And he does have an RBI tonight. One ball and 1 strike.
Two.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tense moments here at Wrigley Field. Popped up. McNeil can't believe it. Harper right there puts it away for out number 2. And they'll bring up Ian Happ. So Tanner Scott can close this one out with 1 more out. He's got to get Ian Happ, who was 2 for 3. He's knocked in 2 runs and scored a run. Tense moments here at Wrigley Field. One strike to Happ. That one was hit foul. And Happ is quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes.
No.
Ooh, man. Just missed is 1-2. Looped in the right. It is going to drop in for a base hit. Here goes the throw to the plate. And with Jordan's strong arm, all the runners will stop. And here's Cody Bellinger with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Pete Crow Armstrong, the pinch hitter at first. Bellinger 1 for 4. He'll be the batter. He is doubled, knocked in a run. Hit foul with a slider. No balls and 1 strike. Back up the middle. Great play by Turner. Flips it over to Scott the second, and the game is over. And the Phillies survive this gut-wrenching game. They win it 6-5. Oh, a lot of drama here in the late going, but the Phillies hang on and pick up their first win of the season, winning it 6-5. Tyler Duffy with the win. Adalbert Alzole the loss. Taylor Scott picks up the save. For our entire crew, Brandon G saying good night from Wrigley Field. Bet you tomorrow afternoon here on Sports Gaming Channel.